Um, I'm Jeannie. This is going to be my first YouTube video. This is really weird. I feel weird talking to myself basically. But this video is going to be a bit of a Q&A about me and like my life and like my hospital admissions and stuff like that. So a bit of a trigger warning. There's going to be a lot of eating disorder talk and a lot of kind of like mental health talk, but not in detail and no numbers. Also, just thought I should mention I will be showing my NG tube in this video because I kept it even though I was not meant to. So if you don't want to see that, then I'll put a little time thingy here so that you know when to not watch. So basic information to start off with, I'm 15 and my birthday is April 27th, 2004. Okay, so first question is favourite things to do to distract myself. And I personally, I clean, I impulsively clean, I listen to music and I paint and draw. I'm pretty artsy and just try to chill. Next question is favourite foods pre-eating disorder and now. So I'd have to say my favourite foods pre-eating disorder would be like junk food, like pizza, chips, literally anything junk food. I loved it. I also really liked fruit, like strawberries and stuff. And now it's a lot different. My favourite foods are probably things like watermelon, strawberries. I love Carmen's bars with all my heart. Pikelets, safe things. Next question is how and who is my support system? So my support system is basically just my friends and my CAMs. So obviously I got involved with CAMs when my mental health started getting really bad, which was like a few years back now. And my friends I met in school obviously, and if I'm ever struggling I will either message my friends or try and talk to someone. I don't really talk to my family, which is kind of bad, but I struggle a lot with talking to my family because I don't want to make them sad, and same with friends, but I do talk to them sometimes. Next question is how long have you had an eating disorder for? And this question kind of messed me up a bit because I haven't been diagnosed for that long. I've only been diagnosed for a few months now, but I have been doing behaviours since as long as I can remember, and I've been struggling since about like the beginning of this year pretty badly, and been in and out of hospital since the beginning of this year, not just for my ED but for my mental health as well. Next question is, do I have any siblings? I do have siblings. I have 4 sisters. I have an older sister, she's 18, her name is Alicia, and I have 3 younger sisters, and their names are Hope, Summer and Maddie, and they are 7, 9 and 11. Next question is, do you have any pets? I do have pets. I have a cat, his name's Echo, and I love him so much, he's so beautiful. I have a bunny, his name's Leo, and I love him with all of my heart. I got him as a support animal, so he really helps me. I have a bird, his name is Patch, and we've had him for a long time, so he's getting a bit old, but I still love him. Yeah, that's it. Next question's a bit weird, but it's if you could speak any other language, what would you choose? And my answer is French, because I think French is such a beautiful language and I've always wanted to learn it. It just sounds so pretty. Next question is, how did I come out? And I literally just decided one day that I was going to do it, and I came out of my room and I went, Mum, I need to talk to you about something. And I literally just went, I'm gay, and I started bawling my eyes out. Of course, it was so hard to do, and I was only 12, so that whole situation was kind of like weird because they thought it was just a phase and stuff, And then after that, I never had to come out again because like I started hanging around with a bunch of girls and stuff, and like, you know, I mean obviously straight people hang around with girls and stuff too, but I think it was kind of obvious that it was in more than just a friend way, and my parents kind of just figured it out from there, and I didn't really have to come out again after that because they knew. Plus, I have a huge flag on my wall, so how could they not know? Next question is what are my favourite songs? And they change quite often. Also, sorry about the background noise. My music taste changes quite often actually. It's like, I mean, it is kind of like a few like set genres and stuff, but my favourite songs at the moment are these. I can't remember the names because I'm actually kind of stupid, but I'll put them here. Next question is what's it like in hospital? And this really depends on where you are. So for me, I switch between a place called 5A, which is the mental health unit, and 4A, which is the medical unit, which is where, so 5A is more mental health and 4A is more eating disorder, getting your body physically better. So in mental health it's pretty strict, no phones, like nothing glass, basic mental health unit rules. If you want me to do a video on the mental health unit rules and stuff, and what it's like being in there in detail, let me know. 4A is a bit more chill, but again, no glass, like nothing like that. You are allowed aerosols though, and you're allowed your phone on medical, and more freedom with visitors on medical as well. Again, if you want me to go into detail, let me know and I'll do a separate video on that. Next question is mentally, how does having an ED take a toll on your life and everyday things? It really does. It does take a toll on not only your mental health and stuff, but your relationships and everything like that, because you know, people get upset because they don't know what to do, they don't know how to help you, and so they start giving up on you, or they start being really aggressive and stuff towards you because that's how they have to show their love, which there are obviously other ways, but for me in particular, my parents don't know what to do with me because I struggle to eat when I'm at home, obviously, so when I'm here, they don't know what to do, so they are either getting really upset with me and really angry with me all the time because I won't eat, and then therefore making me feel shitty, or they just don't do anything, which is also not helpful and does make me feel shitty. So it's a horrible situation, and having an eating disorder is definitely not a situation that you'd want to be in. Next question is what has triggered a bit of a relapse for me recently with my eating disorder, and I'm nothing really in particular. It was kind of a build up of a lot of things. I was kind of doing okay when I was in a relationship. I was doing pretty well with my eating, not too bad actually, because you know we both kind of healed together, but things started going downhill recently when we broke up and stuff, but that's not really why it happened. It was also a lot of family issues and a lot of just body image issues. I was struggling for a long time while I was kind of in that recovered state. I was still struggling a lot with how I looked, and I really wasn't happy, and so it wasn't just the breakup, it was also just the fact that my family is not that great. Like my family home situation, it's good, but there's just a few flaws, and people can be really upsetting towards me like sometimes and stuff without realizing, and just me in general, my mental health kind of just started going downhill again, and it just kind of triggered a bit of a relapse. Next question is, how old were you when your ED started? And as long as I can remember, I've had eating problems. I've always been on the smaller side according to my family and stuff, and like just family like noticing since like really young, like 10 years old and stuff, even younger, me pushing food around my plate, me not eating big portions, me skipping breakfast entirely since year 7, I'm now year 10, like things like that, just little things. And then just as I got older, it just got worse. Unfortunately, that's just what's happened. But yeah, as long as I can remember. I got asked 2 questions about this kind of thing. Favorite coffee shop drink or just favorite drink in general? Coffee shop drink, I don't know. I just get Coke no sugar because Coke no sugar is my favorite drink. I have quite the collection. I don't know why, I just really like Coke no sugar. Next question is, have I ever dyed my hair? I have dyed my hair so many times. If I can, I'll insert pictures here, but if not, I'll just put a little like video type thing. Next question is, when did you get your nose piercing? I got my nose piercing back in April, I'm pretty sure. I'll put the date here. This is when I got it. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all healed now, obviously. Took quite a bit to heal, but it's pretty good now, and I'm really happy with it. So 2 more questions. Second last one is, how long were my admissions? And I have had 8 admissions, I'm pretty sure. 8 or 9, I don't know, I'm kind of losing count at this point, but my admissions are normally anywhere from 5 days. 5 days has been my shortest, and that was in the mental health unit purely for my mental health, not for my ED. So my shortest stay has been 5 days, and my longest stay has been 1 month and 1 week, I'm pretty sure. Okay, trigger warning for this last bit. I'm going to be showing my NG tube, which I wasn't meant to keep. And this last question is basically, how does an NG tube work? So this is an NG tube. It's a bit twisted. This has been inside of my stomach, so it's kind of gross, so look away if you want to. This is an NG tube, and basically this is the metal end, so it's got little metal things. It's kind of yellow, I know, super disgusting, but it's a little metal bit, and then it's got a little plastic bit, and this is where the feed comes out of. And it's basically just a long tube which goes all the way down your nose into your stomach. This is the end where they connect the pump, which is connected with your feed. So they connect it to an electric pump and it feeds you. So basically, they get the tube, they put a bit of lubricant on the end, and then they put it up, and then they put it down like this, all the way into your stomach, and then mine personally stops at 50, so this would have been where it came out of my nose, and then they tape it to your face right here, and then the rest just hangs like that. So yeah, that's my Q&A. There are some questions I didn't answer, because if I did, this video would have ended up being like half an hour long. But if you want me to do a part 2 Q&A, or if you have any other video suggestions, leave them down in the comments, or follow my Instagram, Tegan's Recovery, and just DM me, or normally I have a poll in my story asking for new suggestions and stuff, so if that's there, then leave some suggestions. If not, you can always DM me or just comment. You don't have to like the video if you don't want to, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to do anything, but if you want to, that would be appreciated. Yeah, thanks for watching my first video.